is it, boy? That's Coco Bear. And he and I are here at my land today. And so in this video, I am going to show you around the land a bit. I'm going to show you the work that's been done on the fence. And I'm also going to tell you a little bit about why I have these flowers in my hand. So let's start with the flowers. So here I am at the land. We're about to go inside. I'm going to tell you about those sticks and what's going on here. And in this video, I'm also going to cross the threshold for the first time since there's been a fence and a threshold to cross. So first of all, I picked up these little flowers on the way because I'm building a relationship with this land just like I would build a relationship with another person. And I want to show her that I love her. In fact, that's actually why I came, because I haven't been here in a while and I wanted to come see how the work is going on this fence, and I'll take you around and I'll show you the fence and I'll explain a little how they're making the fence here in Guatemala. But I picked these flowers on the way just as a little token of my love and my appreciation. If you were going to visit someone you love, if you were to bring them a little gift, that would be a nice gesture. So just like with humans, we can make gestures. And if we are to believe that there is an infinite intelligence that runs through all things, that the world around us is not just some dead, inanimate object, that it's alive and it's listening and it's responding to us, and we can have a relationship and we can learn from each other, we can even receive messages, then it's definitely worth our while to invest in that relationship just like we would invest in a human. So I brought this. So I was just standing here at the threshold before I cross over. I was just giving my thanks. I was checking in. I was asking the land, another thing is asking permission. And I was like, you're okay with me doing this, right? I asked your permission. And some people have a hard time understanding how you can receive messages. They're like, the dirt is talking to you. And it's like, no. If you believe in God, if you believe that God is everywhere, or the universe, the infinite spirit, the great mystery, the all mind, if you believe that it's in everything, then it's in everything. So before I ever constructed this fence, when the fence project came up, I came here and I talked to the land and I asked it. I sat here and I sat with the land and I asked it from my heart space, because we communicate through our hearts. And I asked it, how do you feel about the fence? Because I actually wasn't so excited about it, because it's like putting up boundaries and barriers, and the message I got was, the fence is inevitable. It's a necessary step in this process, and it will allow you to be safe here. So I was like, okay. So that was what I received back. And I was like, okay. So we're going to see the fence today, but without further ado, let's just place this. So I love you. Thank you for allowing me to build my home here. Thank you for allowing me to come near, to have this relationship with you, to bring my friends in, to share the lessons that we're going to be learning together. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for allowing me to be here. Thank you for allowing me to love you and care for you and be in this relationship with you. So, put my love into it. And we're just going to put it right here at the threshold. What do you think, Coco? This is Coco Bear. Coco Bear he's Karuna's dog. Hey, don't eat my flowers. That's the funny thing though, is if dogs or if bugs eat your offering, great, that's spirit. That's spirit working through the animal. So, alright, here we go. First time crossing the threshold. Here we go. Wow. Wow. So as you'll see here, these are the bamboo rods, bamboo. This is the bamboo that's going to be used to make the fence. So what we've got going on here so far, these are izote. So these posts are they're still alive. And here's one. Here's one. So they grow these really spiky tops. So izote are here in Guatemala. They're used to mark property lines. So your property, your plot of land, is bounded by izote. So we can see over there these little spiky tops. That means that's showing me the edge of my property over there, or the property that I belong to. I'm really hesitant to use the word, this is my land, no. This is the land that I belong to. This is the land that has been entrusted to my care. This is the land that I am responsible to and for. Does that make sense? Very different languaging and mindset than just like a colonist coming in. So I'm really striving for that harmony and striving to not just take, but to be here in a spirit of respect and giving, while also receiving, but not making that my primary focus. Anyways, so as you'll see, the Ezote markers are all over this place. And so these bamboo, the next step is they're going to take these and they're going to weave them in between the Ezote. So that's going to be the fence. So how about we follow the, let's follow this up and let's see where it goes. Coco. He loves coming with me up for walks here. And this is just about a 2-minute walk from Karuna. So if you watch my other videos, you know that I love Karuna. I'm a member of the Karunity. Karuna is where I wrote my book. Karuna is many things to me. And it's just around the corner. So that's also why this piece of land is so special to me, because it's not in isolation. It's right next to my community and my family. So a lot of times people will ask me, do you feel lonely? And it's like, no, if you knew how many friends and how many people I had around me, you would never ask that question. Wow. So I've been now in relationship with this land. I came and I saw it first in April. No, I mean, I've been in relationship with this land for almost 2 years. I've been walking this land. In fact, over a year ago, I sat down there right near where the entrance was, and this wasn't I didn't even know this land was for sale. I was just hiking around in Karuna's backyard, and I remember sitting down on a rock by that tree, and I was really in an impassioned moment, thinking about my future and what I wanted to create. And I sat under the tree right down there, and I made this voice clip about all the things I want. I included, I want my own home, I want a website, all these things. And so I'm just launching that website, erikaderrickson.com, and then here I am, now at that same plot of land, in the beginning stages of preparing to build my home. So I've been in relationship with this land for over a year and a half. It knows me, we know each other, but this specific plot of land, being personally something that I've been investing my heart, my mind, my time, my energy, my money in, that came about in April 2020. In fact, it was during my yoga teacher training. And I thought I was on track to leave Guatemala. I was going through this death. You can hear me talk about it in my podcast, the Woke Witch podcast, which you can also find on my website. I thought I was going through this death. So when I first got news that there was land for sale, I was like, sure, but I'm leaving, so I'm not about to buy land because I'm leaving. But it turns out that death that I was going through, it was not a death of, it was a death of life as I knew it, and it was a transition to something new. It was a transition to this incredible new chapter. And the funny thing was, in preparation for that death, I gave away. I renounced pretty much 85 to 90% of my possessions. I gave everything away to friends. It was like a feeding frenzy. They just come and they took everything. And that's because I thought I was literally like leaving Guatemala, and I didn't know where I was going to end up, but I could just feel this change was underway. And the cool thing was I gave everything away, and in turn I received the thing that I wanted the most, which is a home, a place to belong. So, wow, look at this. Okay, let's keep going. Wow, they've done a great job. So a river runs through here when it gets really, really rainy. So I got to be really careful because I don't want to block the flow of the water and the sand and the soil that comes through here, because that's actually really useful stuff. I was walking the land we have a local permaculture expert named Shad of Atitlan Organics. I'm sure if you keep watching these videos, you're going to meet him. But we walked the land together, and he actually told me this gully, he called it a gully, where this water comes in, just sometimes, just when it rains a lot. He said this is actually really valuable because it's bringing these assets, these valuable sources of energy, of like the water and the soil, onto my land. So it's a good thing, so don't block it. So I'm going to have to make sure that when they build the fence here, that we leave space for that water to keep coming through. What do you think, Coco Bear? What do you think? You're such a handsome boy. Coco Bear was adopted off the streets in Antigua during one of our children's fundraisers with the Integral Heart family. Luke did that. I mean, Luke adopted him. So here's the next piece of land. This was the land that they burned with chemicals. And then here's my land next door. So maybe one day I will also acquire this land, but for now I think I got plenty to work with. Lots of coffee beans. So Guatemala is famous for its coffee, but something you should know that most people don't know is that there's been, see this sickness. So this sickness is running through all the coffee plants in Guatemala. And so that's why normally there would be a lot more berries, a larger cosecha, they call it, harvest. But because of the sickness, the coffee plants aren't producing the way that they used to. And that's also why the Guatemalans were so eager to sell the land, because they're not making money off of it. And that's their main cash crop, is coffee. And if they can't grow coffee, then okay, so here's the top of the land. There's Coco Bear. Hi, Coco. Okay, so here's the top. So we just walked all that way. Let's go this way. I'll show you how the path continues. Okay. Let's hop on the path here. And then, oh, look, Coco. So they've been hard at work. I've had 2 guys working for about 2 weeks on this so far. Ooh. And it's all coordinated by my friend Diego, who you met in the other video. So look at this. Surrounded by jungle. There's nobody around. Like, literally, it's just like the mountain. In the future, this neighborhood will probably be much more developed, which is why it's really great that I've gotten in on it pretty early when there's not much around here. But I would say in the next 20 years, this is going to be a very popular place. Look at that great big rock. Oh, it's a good sitting rock. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so a lot of banana trees. You got jocote trees, more jocote trees. Oh, look at the banana. Oh, why did the banana fall down? Why did the banana fall down? So those are my bananas. Can you see the bananas? Oh, look. Those are my bananas. They don't look ripe, but maybe I should ask Diego if he can recover those. Okay, so maybe we should let's crawl inside and we'll walk. Oh geez. Be careful crawling inside the barbed wire. Okay. Hi, bananas. Ah, this is the first time I'm touching bananas from this land. Coco, what do you think? Look, we got bananas. Bananas. Alright, so all of these are coffee plants that you'll see here. So, the family that I purchased this from, and they were really happy to sell it to me. I gave them a good, fair price, and the young man who was my age, who I bought it from, he had an accident a few years ago on his eye, and he needs surgery. And so, I'm helping him. Buying this land from him and his family is helping him essentially have a new life and pay for the surgery. And so he was very, very grateful. And we had a really beautiful exchange. And they felt it was fair. And that was also really important to me as I went into this deal, talking, making the preparations. I was like, are you sure they're okay with selling it? Are you sure their hearts are like happy to sell the land? Like, I don't want to buy the land if it makes them feel sad or uncomfortable. And they were like, no, like, this is good. This helps this family. And even in the moment at the lawyer's office when we were doing the deal, like, I held hands with the guy, Adan, and he was like, thank you for giving me a new life. Like, thank you. And so I was like, thank you for giving me a new life. So it's funny, we were both same age, but coming from different cultures, and both through this transaction of this land, receiving a new life. That was pretty cool. All right. Wow. Oh, this coffee's got a nice looking cosecha on it. So these beans, they're green, and then they'll turn as they ripen. They'll turn red and purple and burgundy, and then the coffee harvest will happen. In around December. So anyway, so let's just walk down to the end of the property, and then that'll be that for this video. And then I'm gonna go on my Facebook page, and I'm gonna do a Facebook Live, because I'm doing my videos now on Facebook and on YouTube. So you can watch one, the other, or both. Okay, Coco. Okay, so we're inside the fence. You see, it's a nice big. So we started way over there. See the bamboo? So we started on the other side of that. So you'll see it's a really nice big piece. I don't know how much it is in square feet or acres or whatever, but I do know in the local measurement they measure things in cuerda here. So cuerda is, I don't know how big, but this land is about 3 cuerda, which is a really, really nice size to build that which my heart desires, including a home and probably a little painting studio and a goat house and a chicken house and who knows what else. There are a bunch of trees on this land. This is a jacote tree. There's also a few avocado trees. Here we are again, back at the bamboo. Oh, and here's the pomegranate tree that I planted on my Mayan birthday. Luke and I came out here then, and we did a really, really beautiful little ceremony and planted this pomegranate tree. So this is the first thing I planted on this land. And then here, look at this one. This is called huisquil. So this is this vine is going to give these like great big huevos, these great vegetables. They're green. They're kind of like a cross between a potato and a cucumber. Oh, look, we can see the bamboo in action. Look, so they've started the actual fence. So here we can see how it's going to look. So here's the other door. So we came in on one door, and then here's the other threshold. Wow. Wow, look at that. Cool. Wow, so here's the fence. Oh yeah, I asked them to like dig it down and like put it in the earth, so they're doing that, which is good. It's not, I mean, you can like see through it. So what I'd like to do in the future is I'd like to plant like vines and plants that will grow over the fence and give a little bit more privacy. And then in the future we'll probably upgrade the fence. But for now, this is what we got going. So anyways, I think this video is long enough. Thank you guys for being with me. Thank you for coming on this tour of the land with me. Did I hit all the points I wanted to hit? I hope so. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being with me on this adventure. This is like a reality show. I mean, this is a reality show, but it's in real time. So nothing's edited or cut out or fast forwarded. Like you're going to see the process of building this home one day at a time, one step at a time, one breath at a time. Oh, speaking of breath, last thing I'll leave you with. Today I recorded my first meditation on my website. You can go there. It's under the Learn With Me section. It wasn't perfect. 2 dogs walked in the room. My alarm went off, but it was all about embracing the moment as it is and not trying to make things perfect. So it was a wonderful exercise. So thank you so much for being with me. I'm going to jump over to Facebook now and do a Facebook Live. And I love you guys so much. Feel free to leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you soon enough.